Why is Makar Sankranti fixed by date and not by lunar Tithi? Introduction. In Hinduism, festivals are not just celebrations, they are deeply connected to astronomy, nature, spirituality, and cosmic balance. Every Hindu festival carries a spiritual message and is linked to either the movement of the moon or the sun. If we carefully observe the Hindu calendar, we notice something interesting. Most festivals change their dates every year. Diwali sometimes falls in October, sometimes in November. Holi may appear in February or March. Even major fasts like Ekadashi, Purnima, and Amavasya never have a fixed calendar date. But among all these moving festivals, there is one exception, Makar Sankranti. This festival is celebrated almost every year on 14th or occasionally the 15th of January. This raises an important question. Why does Makar Sankranti remain almost fixed by date, while other festivals keep changing? To understand this, we need to explore Hindu Panchang and basic astronomy in a very simple way. Two types of Panchang in Hindu tradition. In Hindu tradition, time is calculated using two main systems, lunar Panchang, moon-based calendar, solar Panchang, sun-based calendar. Most Hindu festivals are based on the lunar system, while Makar Sankranti is based purely on the solar system. Lunar Panchang. Why most festivals change dates? The lunar Panchang depends on the movement of the moon around the earth. The moon completes one full cycle in about 29.5 days. Because of this, lunar months are shorter than solar months. As a result, lunar dates, Tithis, shift every year. Festivals based on Tithis do not fall on fixed calendar dates. Examples of lunar-based festivals: Ekadashi, Amavasya, Purnima, Diwali, Holi, Navratri. Because the moon's movement does not perfectly align with the solar year, these festivals keep moving forward or backward on the calendar. Makar Sankranti is not a lunar festival. Makar Sankranti is not decided by moon phases. It is not related to Tithi, Paksha, or lunar month. Makar Sankranti is completely based on the movement of the sun. That is the key difference. Solar Panchang, the foundation of Makar Sankranti. The solar Panchang is calculated according to the sun's movement through the zodiac signs. The sun takes approximately 365 days to complete one full revolution relative to Earth. This movement is extremely stable and predictable. The sun changes its zodiac sign roughly once every month, resulting in 12 Sankrantis in a year. The word, Sankranti, itself means, transition of the sun from one zodiac sign to another. What exactly is Makar Sankranti? When the sun moves from Sagittarius, Dhanu Rashi, into Capricorn, Makar Rashi, that moment is called Makar Sankranti. This transition usually occurs on the 14th of January, occasionally the 15th of January, due to astronomical adjustments. Because the sun's motion is stable, this date remains nearly the same every year. That is why Makar Sankranti is identified by date, not by Tithi. Why Makar Sankranti is spiritually special? Makar Sankranti marks the beginning of Uttarayan, the sun's northward journey. In Hindu scriptures, Uttarayan is considered the path of the gods. It is associated with growth, positivity, and divine energy. The Bhagavad Gita also mentions that souls leaving the body during Uttarayan attain higher spiritual states. Scientific importance of Makar Sankranti. From a scientific point of view, Makar Sankranti is equally important. Days start becoming longer, nights begin to shorten, sun rays become more direct and powerful, Earth receives increased solar energy. This change positively affects human health, mental clarity, agricultural cycles. That is why many cultures across India celebrate it as a harvest festival. Why is it celebrated as a harvest festival? Makar Sankranti aligns perfectly with agricultural cycles. Farmers complete major harvests. Thank the sun for crops. Pray for future prosperity. Different regions celebrate it differently. Pongal, Tamil Nadu. Lohri, Punjab. Uttarayan, Gujarat. Ma Bihu, Assam. Yet, the astronomical reason remains the same everywhere. Significance of charity on Makar Sankranti. Scriptures emphasize dawn, charity, on this day. This change positively affects human health, mental clarity, agricultural cycles. That is why many cultures across India celebrate it as a harvest festival. Why is it celebrated as a harvest festival? Makar Sankranti aligns perfectly with agricultural cycles. Farmers complete major harvests. Thank the sun for crops. Pray for future prosperity. Different regions celebrate it differently. Pongal, Tamil Nadu. Lohri, Punjab. Uttarayan, Gujarat. Ma Bihu, Assam. Yet, the astronomical reason remains the same everywhere. Significance of charity on Makar Sankranti. Scriptures emphasize dawn, charity, on this day. Especially, sesame seeds, till. Jaggery, gur. Warm clothes. Food grains. Symbolism. Till represents purity and protection. Jaggery represents sweetness and harmony. Charity on this day is believed to remove negativity. Please Surya, bring stability and clarity in life. Why till and jaggery are recommended? From Ayurveda, till provides warmth during winter. Jaggery improves digestion and immunity. From spirituality, till purifies karma. Jaggery sweetens relationships. Thus, science and spirituality beautifully merge in this festival. Why Makar Sankranti is fixed while others are not? In very simple words, other festivals depend on the moon. The moon's cycle is not aligned with the calendar, so their dates change every year. But Makar Sankranti depends on the sun. The sun's movement is steady, so its date remains almost fixed. That is why Makar Sankranti is recognized by date, not by Tithi. Final conclusion. Makar Sankranti is a rare Hindu festival where astronomy meets spirituality. Science supports tradition. Nature aligns with devotion. It is not just a religious event but a cosmic celebration of balance, light, and renewal. That is why Makar Sankranti is celebrated almost every year on the same date, the 14th of January.